Hey guys, it's Sinizga here, and if you're wondering about my voice, I'm a little bit ill, got a bit of a sore throat, but anyway, let's get into the review. It's foot birthday Esswein, a dream player. Everyone remembers this little sweaty beast a few FIFAs ago, and I picked him up from the Bundesliga, playing for Berlin. Beautiful looking card, coming in at 92 pace, 81 dribbling, 80 shooting, 72 passing, 80 score and 40 defending. He has 3-star skills, 3-star weak foot, and got 16 goals in 10 games, plus 2 assists. That's 18 contributions in 10 games for me. So what can I say about this player? With medium work rates, I can't say much. He does his job. You know, he's always in attacking positions in my opinion, and being 6 foot is a very good plus for a striker, because I believe when you're playing a lone striker formation like I did with him here, you need a player which is tall and strong, and this guy, oh boy, does this guy have strength. This guy is one of the strongest players I've used so far this FIFA. He is incredible on the ball, and he just pushes people off. So I decided to use a sniper chemistry style on him. As you can see, these are the stats on the screen if you're using the sniper card with him. He already has 82 strength and 82 aggression, so I don't feel the need to improve his physical, but his dribbling and his shooting I do feel need to be improved. And with a sniper card, it makes him an absolute tank up top, because his dribbling becomes so good, his finishing becomes at a 92 finishing. That's a plus 15 in his finishing. Without that, he's below 80 finishing, which makes a big difference. Now with some game clips, you can see that despite not having the skills, he can beat players with this guy. He's very good on the ball, has great ball control, great dribbling, and look at that, he just shrugs people off, and it made me remind of old FIFAs. Why? Because he's not sluggish on the ball, and this is with sniper chemistry style, because he's not sluggish on the ball, he's got great ball control, and even if he takes a bad touch, his strength gets him away from it. As you can see there, he tries to beat a player quite stupidly. He should not be winning that, but his strength gets him away from it. So he's a very positive player to play with. I do believe the best way to use him is either at striker alone, because I don't feel like he did very well in a two striker formation because of his passing. His passing is only at 72, meaning his 1-2s are not there. So what you're trying to do, you're trying to make this guy do it all on his own. You're trying to make him go in behind or to feet. So as you can see, a lot of times I play him in behind from a through ball from Thiago that I had in the midfield, because he's so quick, because once this guy's in behind, you cannot catch him. But I also think he's very good to feet because of his strength. But if when you try to play to feet, you try feed it off and lay it off, and you can't do it with him. So if you play with to feet, you're going to have to turn the player, because this guy's passing is atrocious. It's awful. His passing is not good at all. No bueno, nowhere to be found, in my opinion. So as you continue to see the clips, I'm going to continuously move on to other positives about this player. So 6 foot, he's very good at winning the ball in the air. He is very good at keeping it, like I said, and I do believe that, coming onto his verdict, that I give him a 7.9. Why? Because of his negatives. His negatives are his stamina. I didn't point out his stat, but you can go back on the video and see his stamina. And his stamina is awful, because literally by the 50th minute, he's unplayable. You can't run. And with a player that has 90 pace, 92 pace, and not having any stamina is impossible. And yes, he does have the strength to carry on the game. He can hold off the ball, but he doesn't have any passing to keep himself in the game. So you hold off the ball and then you can't pass it off. He loses it so much. So it's that and skills, because despite him being a player with a few shimmies, it does get him in situations where you want to use the Berber spin, where you want to use the heel flick, the proper heel flick, and it doesn't allow you to do that to get away from the situations. So it puts him down in that. I didn't put his weak foot in the negatives, because his weak foot is actually pretty good despite being 3 stars. You saw a few clips, he scored with his left pretty well. So yeah, 7.9 for Esswein it is. I'm very sorry about my voice. I was meant to do this video earlier, but I was hoping my voice like this would go away, but it's not getting any better, so I decided to make it now. So if you did enjoy the video, guys, make sure to, you know, give me some feedback. I'm trying to get these better. I'm trying to get these out more often, so any feedback is greatly appreciated. So yeah, if you also like any other players, possibly cheap within 100k, that you like me to do a review on, maybe comment down below. And yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and take care. Bye bye.
It was on a Friday. I know it was slightly. It was on a Friday. It was on a Friday evening, and I was slightly steaming. Saw this girl like she's quite decent. She saw me like he's quite decent. I said, hello, what's your name?